Hope you're having a good day today. I just want to address this thing today of scarcity. A lot of people have a scarcity mindset instead of an abundance mindset. And I was just talking to my wife earlier this morning, and I thought I should share what I was saying about the mindset of scarcity with you. The thing is, I used an example of our pit bulls, because we have 2 pit bulls, and our pit bulls, they basically, we give them food in the morning, food also later onwards during the day, but they have enough food to finish, so they eat that food and finish it, and then at night also they have enough to eat and finish again, and then in the morning same thing, and I used an example of a friend of mine who also has pit bulls, but now he has 4 pit bulls. And with his pit bulls, he basically feeds them in one place. He gives them enough food to last them over a duration of six days. So there's always enough food to last them over a duration of 6 days in a bowl that he basically puts this food in, and they always have enough. And I realized the difference between my pit bulls and his pit bulls, because with our pit bulls, they can't eat in the same place. If they eat in the same place, they fight. If they eat in one dish, they're going to fight. So we always, when we feed them, we must separate them and then feed them. But with his pit bulls, it's different. They don't fight for food. They always separated. They're always together. And even when there's food thrown or put inside the cage where they're staying, they always eat together and they don't fight for the food. So the difference between my pit bulls and his, and why my pit bulls would fight, is because mine are used to having a certain portion and finishing it. As soon as they have food and there's 2 of them in one place, then they feel a need to fight so that the other one can have more than the other one. So they fight because they feel like it's a competition, and they fight because they have scarcity mindset. This food will get finished, so I have to fight this person so that I can eat, sort of a mindset. And with his, it's different, because his pit bulls always have abundance. So it's not scarcity, there's always abundance. And so if there's a lot on the plate all the time, then they don't have that competition. They don't feel like if I eat here, this one, or if I don't eat, this one will finish my food, and therefore there's a competition. So that's the thing about business again. If you're having a business and you have this scarcity mindset, you're always gonna feel like people are gonna take your customers. Therefore, it's fight for survival. It's fight for having enough customers. You will always be fighting or doing harm to the other person just so that you can benefit. And if you have that type of mindset, you have a scarcity mindset. And I've seen also scarcity mindset in terms of people that are working. And here's this person that's working with you, and every single time they feel like telling the boss certain things. They don't protect you because they feel like if they protect you, you are there to take that job. if they have your back, then in a way that is a disadvantage to them, because of the fact that in their mind it's scarcity. They always have to compete, they always have to fight for a position, they always have to fight to have the number one spot. And in business, if you have that scarcity mindset, there is no collaboration, because if you collaborate, your customers have, or the customers that are available have a certain amount of money, and if you collaborate, then someone else is going to take those customers and therefore take the food out of your mouth, and therefore you have to fight them. And then that sort of mindset creates more fights than solutions. It creates less collaboration, because people feel like they don't want to work with people because they are in a competition with those people. If you have that type of mindset, you really have to change it. And if you see other people with a scarcity mindset, then it's probably time for you to move away from people like that, because it's hard to change someone that is not willing to change, or that is not aware that they're having that as a problem. People that always want to fight, people that always feel like things are scarce and there's not enough for everyone. You have to know that there's enough for everyone. In business, you can't be fighting for customers when there's over 7 billion people in the world. There's enough people in the world. Even in South Africa, how many customers or potential customers are there? Just looking around where I'm driving now, there's like a lot of people already. There's traffic here. It's because there's so many people available here that you can market to if you have a business. So there is no need for you to have a scarcity mindset, because once you have a scarcity mindset, then it's all about competition. It's all about shredding the other person so that you can benefit. And that type of mindset will not get you far in business. So just like my friends, people know that there's abundance, know that there's enough. Because if my peoples knew that even tomorrow I'm still gonna give them more food, the next morning I'm gonna give them more food, they're gonna have more food for themselves, then they wouldn't be fighting. They would know that there is no need for them to fight. And for some reason now, even when I give them more than enough, a lot, but if they get close to the other, if one gets close to the other one, it wants to fight, because it feels, it still feels the need to be dominant over the other person, or dominant over the other dog, because it feels that scarcity. And I've seen that with a lot of people in business also, where they make money, they have money, but even when they have the abundance, they still have the scarcity mindset. Even when they have money coming in to their business, but they can't collaborate with someone, they can't help someone. And me working as a coach also, I have to have the mindset of abundance, because my aim is to distribute as much knowledge as about financial freedom as possible. My aim is to distribute as much knowledge about happiness, health, and wealth. And if I think there's scarcity, then I'm gonna compete with other people that are trying to do the same thing, and my message will not get across as fast as if I don't have that scarcity mindset. So have an abundance mindset. Have a mindset that there's more than enough for you, there's more than enough room for everyone. And if you collaborate with other people, there's more than enough for you to make money and for the other person to make money also. That's why I collaborate with other people also. People that think that some of them maybe that we in the same industry, but for me it's not necessarily about competing with them, but it's about a certain, goal that I have. So I have a goal for, giving out financial knowledge, So I will work to give out that knowledge, regardless of the fact that the other person, has a certain skill or has a certain, accomplishment. Even other people that have accomplished more than me, even able to share a space with them. So have that mindset that even when the other person is more knowledgeable than you, has more experience than you, can you share a room with that person? Can you share a platform with that person? Can you share customers with that person? And once you have that, then that's an abundance mindset that you want to have in business, because there's more than enough for you. There's more than enough for your customers, or for the people that are in direct competition with you. So yeah, that's the message that I wanted to share with you. There's more than enough. So if you like this message, don't forget to click on the like button and also share the message. I really appreciate you sharing my messages, you liking my messages. I really love that. So yeah, also tag someone that can benefit from this message. But otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.